It's been called many things, and user-friendly is usually not on the list. Android is sometimes called hard to navigate, and is sometimes criticized for its supposed non-user-friendly interface. In fact, some people prefer Apple just because they think that iOS is more user-friendly. Hi, I'm Jonathan from Tech Times, and I'm here today to show you that Android is actually very user-friendly, and it's quite easy to use. So this is how to use Android. So just a few quick things. First off, Android is a mobile operating system that's developed by Google. It's open source. That means anyone can edit it. Things like Nook and Kindle are based off of it. Its API was first released in 2008. Its major competitor is iOS. The latest stable release of Android is 4.4.2 KitKat. And also, since it's open source, manufacturers like Samsung and HTC can add their own skin or their own look to how Android is. First thing, when you turn on, is the lock screen. As you can see, you can either unlock your phone, or most phones come pre-installed with this, is you could swipe from the left and go to the right, and then your camera comes up. See? Now, there's also these things called widgets that you can put on your home screen, as I mentioned earlier. As you see, if you scroll this way, you could access Google Now, messaging, calendars, and you can add lots of things. See? Look at all these things you can add. And also, from the home screen, you can access Google Now by swiping up on this little up arrow. I'll explain what Google Now is later. So, at first glance, Android actually looks kind of similar to iOS. As you can see, we have a lock screen here. Unlock it. And here's the home screen. Now, the first thing you'll probably notice is there's no apps, either way you scroll. And no matter how many times you pull up, go down, nothing happens. So, what Android has is something called the app jar. And what's probably going to be on your phone is 6 little squares in either a box or a circle. This depends on the skin, really. But it's usually something like this, 6 little squares inside of a circle. And when you click on it, all your apps will come up. You can scroll through all of them. Now, as you can see, there's a tab up here called Widgets. Now, Widgets is one major feature that sets Android apart from iOS. So, a widget is essentially a tool that you put on your home screen to do something. Like, I have a messaging widget right here. I have a clock widget. And I also have some settings widgets. Widgets help you so that you can see all your information at a glance. For example, I could put, say, a Google Now widget on my home screen, so I wouldn't even have to open Google Now. Now, this is settings bar up here. As you can see, if you click, just hold on it once, it brings up the time and date. Then you drag down, it would show your notifications. I don't have any right now. Click this little thing with the person right here, and it'll switch it on over. You can access most of your settings from here, and you can view settings from right there. Most Android skins come with 5 home screens. And you see down here, this is the launcher dock. You can put apps that you frequently use in there, so you can access them fast. And you might see this right here and wonder what it is. This is a folder. Similar to iOS, you can store multiple shortcuts to apps inside of a single place or folder, give it a name, and that helps to manage all of your apps. For example, I could put, say, all my camera apps in one place, or all of my social media apps. Now I'm going to go over some of the stock apps that come in almost every Android phone. So, if I open the app drawer, what normally comes in a phone is calculator, of course, it's pretty self-explanatory, calendar, it's a pretty nice calendar, a camera, Google Chrome, which has replaced the browser since Android 4.1, the clock, pretty nice little clock interface, also Google Drive, the Downloads app, which lets you see all the downloads such as pictures, Email comes on some devices, but usually Gmail is the sole email app that's downloaded. The gallery, Google, Google Settings, Google Plus, Hangouts, Maps, Messaging, which in 4.4 is actually replaced by Hangouts. But if you buy a phone now, you'll probably still have messaging on it. People, which is the contacts app. Oh, whoops. And phone dialer, just most improved since Android 4.3. Photos, which is a new addition in Android 4.4. You have all the Play services here. You've got Play Books, you got games, you got movies, music, newsstand, store, get apps, and also Quick Office usually comes, which, can make a new document, Word, you can make a spreadsheet or a presentation, and settings, of course, you can access all your phone settings, Google Translate, voice search, and YouTube. So that's just a quick overview of some of the stock apps that come in Android. I mentioned it before, so I'm going to go for it now. Google Now is probably one of the coolest features in Android. Now, if I click on this Google thing right here, nothing comes up. I haven't been using Google Now that much because I just haven't. So I'm going to show it to you on this phone right here, a Nexus 4. So let's see. Now, there's a lot of ways to get to Google Now. If you have a Nexus 5, you can just say, "Okay Google," from any of the home screens, and it'll start right up. Probably a lot of you don't have Nexus 5s. So, an easy way to do it, from any of the home screens, the Google search bar is always right there. So just tap on that and say, "Okay Google." But that's how you get to your voice search. But, you see, this is Google Now. And also, another way you can access it is touch the home button from anywhere, swipe up, and there's a Google Now right there. Now you're probably wondering, what is Google Now? You see all this info on Google Now right now, and you're probably wondering, is it just random information? No. Google Now works in the background, silently. It quietly keeps track of all your searches, calendar events, locations, and travel patterns. It then synthesizes it into all the info and alerts you, either through notifications in the menu bar or cards on the search screen, of transit alerts for your commute, box scores for your favorite sports team, nearby restaurants, and more. This is the notifications bar, and, if you get a notification from Google Now, this is what it looks like first. So if you get a notification from Google Now, it'll pop right up there, and the chances are that your device will probably have some sort of LED notification light pops up when you get a notification. But this is what Google Now is. It's, in my opinion, better than Siri, because Siri just asks you what you want to do. Google Now actually keeps track of what you're doing. Like, see? Tech stuff. Tech stuff is great. I love tech stuff. And so, it kept track that I've been looking at some tech stuff. So it has right there, weather, movies. So that's pretty much what Google Now is. Pretty cool. So that's just a basic how to use Android for now. Of course, there's a lot more to it than that. But today, we just covered the basics of how to get around, how to do pretty simple tasks on it. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy this Tech Time video of how to use Android. Subscribe, check us out, and if you want to see us do a video on something, put it down in the comments section down below. More than likely, we'll try to do your request. Thanks for watching. This has been Tech Times, how to use Android. Bye.